Okay, day one done. A little after 5:30, so day one wrapped about a half hour ago. It was quite the day. It was a long day. We had about 23 participants and 2 instructors, and the instructors were from different parts of the province, so that was nice to have sort of a different perspective, and they're really nice and kind, and so I think it's going to be a great session. So maybe it was just first day jitters. I was definitely putting up my hand and talking, and definitely noticed where I was like, okay, maybe I'm talking a little too much, and had to kind of pull back. Just because the instructors would sort of ask these questions, there would be sort of crickets and so you were kind of just hearing from about 6 to 8 pushing it of the same voices over and over again. And there was a number of people just sort of sitting back. But when, we would go off into breakout rooms, they would obviously be participating in those groups. But when we were having the wider discussions, it was a little quiet. And I think that will sort of pick up each day. So some of the things that we covered was an elevator pitch, and I was actually used to doing this type of work when I am an arts fundraiser and working with donors and sponsors and really trying to get my foot in the door and sort of give an overview and high level of why that organization is different and unique and why it should be supported and selected. And that's kind of what they were hoping for you to do with the elevator pitch. If you were working with someone, if you met someone in a grocery store lineup or at the bank and they're like, what do you do? And you actually, I work in real estate. This is your time to, hand them the card and why they should maybe consider working with you in the future of selling their house or actually buying a place or working in investments and stuff like that. You are given 10 minutes to prepare from scratch. I would suggest sort of kind of starting something a little bit before and do a little bit of homework before day one. And for the bulk of the day, we talked about the initial conversation and what that means and all the steps that are involved in having the conversations with our clients, from representation, obligation, duties, and the different types of representation, the multiple representation, what all of that means, and how to have that conversation in those forms. And then lastly, we talked about the advertising compliances with REBA and what is actually required and needed when we go to sell our clients' property. So that was pretty much day one. It was a long day, and I wore very comfortable clothes, and I would suggest you to do the same and just feel comfortable and participate and have lots of fun. I'm really looking forward to day 2, which will be next weekend. All right, take care. Bye. Okay, day 5 is in the books. I've just completed the exam about 45 minutes ago. It was a long day, not gonna lie. I definitely would recommend getting a good night's sleep before, because you are gonna take the classes from 9 a.m. right till 2:30, and then you're gonna have a little break, and then you're gonna be doing your exam right thereafter. And it's a 3-hour exam. The questions are a little bit longer than what you're used to, and the answers are also a little bit longer than you're used to. So you have to really reread them multiple times. So time management is definitely going to be at play with this assessment/exam. But as far as the day goes, we went over 3 things. We went over offers, basically explaining multiple representation to our clients, and then also explaining accepting or countering offers and that process of going through that. And then we also went over post-offer, when you should waive a condition, the notice of fulfillment, when you have to come to a mutual release or a termination. And then we spent the rest of the day recapping what we had learned in the last 4 days. And then we went on our merry way to the exam. I had some troubles with the exam today as far as technical issues. Everyone's got those issues when we're working, taking the test from our homes instead of the test centers. My exam took about a half hour to actually start, so you couldn't really get into a good groove. But I'm confident in a pretty good results. But yeah, I think it's been a great 5 days, and I'm looking forward to moving on to course 4. All right, take care. Bye.